Neat Games!
Hello world, Neat Games here, and I'm back with my 10th devlog. If you're new to my channel, I make indie games and play indie games. And this week, I got back to work on my 2D platformer. It stars this little cat, and he's trying to protect his world. It's being attacked by a nanovirus that creates these little alien jellyfish looking guys. So yeah, he's trying to defeat them. And as many of you know, last week I was in this game jam. The biggest game jam ever, I believe. In his video he mentions. And that took a lot of my time, and I played a bunch of games, and yeah, it was really fun. I ended up getting 177 ratings, which is awesome. And my overall rank was 455 out of 5,000 games, so that's really cool to be in the top 500. It looks like my lowest rating was originality, which is understandable. My game was just basically a tower defense top-down shooter, but people were really nice, and thanks to everyone who played, and thanks for the really great comments, like these awesome type of comments. So yeah, that was fun and took a lot of my time. And on this topic real quick, next weekend is the Brackies Game Jam. Why did they schedule it so close to Game Maker Toolkit? Let me know if I should join this jam and make another fun little game. Looks like this one's a week long? Yeah. So I like week-long jams more. So I'm on the fence about joining. Let me know what you think, if I should, do this for more practice, more ideas, or should I just work on my 2D platformer? And yes, back to my current game. So with the little bit of time I had this week after doing all the Game Maker Toolkit stuff, and fixing that game and playing others' games, I finished the level I showed in my previous video with the stalactites. You guys saw me make this little part here. And someone suggested to make them a little bit sharper, so I went into Photoshop and made them a little bit sharper here. Let me know if you think they should be sharper. I'll probably make some more variations later on too, but for now I got two sizes. And yeah, this level is pretty cool. So sometimes you have to wait, sometimes you have to run, sometimes they fall. If I land on this one that fell pointing up, it still hurts. So you have to be careful of that. And I still gotta do some more level decoration for sure. It's a little bit sparse. Ugh, I can't even beat this, my own guy. That was this worm guy. Yeah, here's the jellyfish nanobots. I don't know if I'm going to keep these enemies in this level, because I usually put them in the dungeons, but I just wanted to fill this level up. But yeah, if you see there, you gotta kind of look ahead, like, oh, don't go. And then here's a little jumping puzzle. Push that. Now you can get to this door. I need to make a few more enemies, but my game is more about platforming than fighting, so I tend to reuse them a lot. Oh, this is hard. I like that little puzzle idea. Yeah, this is a nice little level, but I definitely need to adjust it some more. And then I worked on the overworld a little so you can go into these levels, and I think I've finished, or almost finished, this cave section. So I did the boss, the tentative boss room, so boss 4. So in case you haven't seen my previous videos, the gimmick of this guy is each time you face him, he adds a new weapon. So he adds this little front blade that hurts when he rams you. Otherwise, if he drives through you, you don't get hurt. And then he adds this spinning scythe, so it makes it harder to jump on his head because it slowly rotates. And now I added this little cannon, and I gave the cannon a little animation. I got this idea from my GMTK game where I had the plane have a wobbly cannon. So now he has this shaky wobbly cannon. And I just made a super simple shooting script to add to this animation right here. There's just a countdown. When the countdown's 0, instantiate the projectile, and goes to the audio manager to play a sound. So super simple. And yeah, so now he's got this little wobbly thing. So I have to turn these off or it messes up the other bosses. So they're all off, correct? Yeah. So if I go here, I need to change this intro level a bit. And I'm thinking to add, like when you start the boss levels, add a little chat bubble where the cat is like having a conversation with the boss, like, I'm back again, and the boss says like, oh, welcome, I've upgraded, blah blah blah. So there's a little bit of story there in each of the boss fights. And then here you hit a trigger, it spawns the boss, and this guy spawns with everything. So you have to not hit those. Oh, I hit the scythe. He lays mines, and then each time he gets a little bit harder and a little bit faster. So yeah, this is the boss. It's a little funny gimmick. I need to think what's the next thing he'll add. If you have any ideas on what to add, that's not too difficult, but having these two, you know, having to avoid the cannon and having to avoid the scythe actually makes it really hard. So 3 seconds, I can go, boom. But yeah, that's all I got to work on this week, was my little tank boss and the cannon. The cannon I just made, I think you saw a glimpse earlier. Simple sprite. This is the sprite sheet for the boss. So I need to think of another add-on. And this game, I've been thinking, my goal originally was to do like 100 levels, but I've gotten to what, like 38-ish, not counting the opening cutscene, so 37-ish. Well, not the menu too, so 35 levels. But I think I might just go to like 50 or 60, because the game is just a simple 2D platformer I started making just so my students could have a reward if they completed certain tasks in our English class. So I don't want to get overzealous and overscope this really simple Mario-like platformer. So yeah, maybe I'll wrap it up in 2 more zones. I have an idea. Let's see, where is it? For the next 2 zones, I have this like regular forest, and then mountain forest, and then like blue mountain forest, pink crystal cave. And then I want to have, I'm thinking, snowy pine tree forest, and then volcano end level for those 2. But maybe I'll do 2 or 3 more zones. I don't want to get hung up on this game too long, because I feel like, you know, it's hard to keep the motivation on such a simple little 2D platformer. But it is super fun to make these cool little puzzle levels. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and let me know if I should do Bracky's Jam or just take a break and keep working on this. Or I really like game jams, but they are slightly exhausting. But yeah, that's it for now. And I think coming up, I'm finishing Terraria. I'm on the last boss, and I'm gonna start playing my very first roguelike game. I think it's called Neon Abyss. I made so many roguelites because I used to watch Northern Lion a lot when he played like Binding of Isaac. So I learned how to make Binding of Isaac like roguelikes from tutorials. So I figured I should finally play one, because I've actually never played one, which is shocking. But I think I've made 1, 2, 3 roguelites. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'll keep working on my game, and you guys keep having a good day if you're having a good day, and I'll see you in the next devlog. Bye bye.
Neat games.